Reddit is completely divided over what this mother said to her daughter, and the argument is tearing their family apart. It starts with a name, but the history behind that name goes back decades and across continents. She was born and raised in Canada. At 18, just weeks into adulthood, her parents took her to India. She thought it was a trip. It was actually a wedding. They married her off to her cousin, a man she barely knew. She had no real choice and no way to fight it. Surprisingly, her husband wasn't cruel. He was kind, patient, and even paid for her to continue school. He took her on dates. He never forced her into anything. Over time, real affection grew between them. But there was one person who made her life unbearable. Her mother-in-law. The woman constantly screamed at her, called her useless, and treated her like a servant instead of family. She even threatened to break up the marriage so her son could marry the woman's younger sister instead. Every day felt like walking on broken glass. Every mistake became a weapon. Then she got pregnant, and something inside her snapped. She could handle the abuse, but she refused to let her child grow up around it. With the secret help of the household maid, who risked everything, she escaped back to Canada. She never forgot that act of bravery. When her daughter was born, she named her after the maid, a name that meant freedom, survival, and a second chance at life. For years, that name felt sacred. It was a reminder of the woman who saved them. She built a new life, a great job, more children, and eventually even a PhD program. On the outside, everything looked like a success story. But at home, something slowly began to change. Around age 10, her daughter started rejecting her name. She said it sounded weird and different. She began using a nickname. Then she started telling people she had a more Canadian-sounding name. The mother tried to explain the meaning behind it, the history, the sacrifice, the love. Her daughter didn't want to hear it. To her, it was just a name she didn't like. Years passed with quiet tension. Then, at 18, her daughter made it official. She legally changed her name, and the new name hit her mother like a punch to the chest. It sounded almost identical to her former mother-in-law's name, the woman who made her life a nightmare. Every time she heard it, old memories came flooding back. The yelling, the threats, the humiliation. She told her daughter this, told her how triggering it felt. Her daughter said she was overreacting. It was just a name. The mother went to therapy. She worked on managing the emotional response. She accepted that her daughter wasn't going back to her old name, but she still couldn't bring herself to say the new one. So she used pet names instead. Sweetie, honey, baby. She thought it was a compromise. Her daughter saw it as disrespect. Then came the moment that blew everything up. The mother is pregnant again. Another baby girl. Her husband suggested they reuse the original name, the one honoring the maid. He thought it would be meaningful. Their daughter laughed and said, "Go ahead. Then you'll finally have someone you can call that name." Something about that comment broke her composure. All the buried pain came rushing out. She snapped. She said her daughter couldn't just erase the past. She admitted she still hated the new name. Her daughter fired back immediately. She called her mother selfish, said this wasn't about trauma, it was about control, about refusing to accept who she is now. The argument exploded. Voices raised, old wounds reopened. Her husband understands why the name hurts her, but their sons are siding with their sister. They think their mom is being unfair, that a name change doesn't erase love. Now the house feels divided. Two sides, one word at the center of it all. A name that once meant rescue now represents rejection. She feels like she's losing the daughter she fought so hard to protect. Her daughter feels like her identity still isn't being respected. So now the question hangs in the air, heavier than ever. Is a name just a name? Or can refusing to say it break a relationship for good?